Hello, hello. I am back from the break. Welcome to more Factorio with our tiny little trains. Welcome to the new video, YouTube watchers. We've half decided on how to arrange the roboports around our network so that ultimately robots can grow the base without me needing to run around in squares like I am at the moment. For the time being, we're going to have to keep running around in squares, so we're doing a bit more of that. I'm going to build in the top right corner of what we've got so far for a base, and having done that, this oil that we've surrounded today, we're going to get that out of the ground, refined and available for us to start making petrochemical based stuff. We should be able to do a little bit of that today before wrapping up in a couple of hours time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, for now, just building in more, growing the base. All the trains are parked up nicely in their depots waiting for us to get some stuff up and running, which would be nice, but we do need a few more raw materials before we can. That was interesting, actually. The rogue bit of rail, we had that before. Yeah, how did that happen? I swear I copy-pasted the same kind of stuff. Why is that there? I should be able to just remove it. Right, is it gone? Yeah. It's out of the blueprint now, so that shouldn't happen again. Weird that it showed up again. Oh well. Dealt with. Where's that egg? We should do this bottom bit, finish a square, I guess, at a time. How we've been doing it keeps my head around where we are, I suppose. Although we do need a few bits and pieces, and more bits and pieces soon. Maybe go for a resupply after we finish this square. Upset a few robots running around too quickly. There we go. Get on. Signals are still plenty of them, really. But we will need rail soon and more poles and everything, so that's fine. And we already need more train stations. Anything missing that we have? Yeah, there's a signal over here we can do. And a tree to dig up, okay. That's fine, everything else is at least consistent for now. Let's get the poles down in the middle of this one, then we'll go resupply. Need to find somewhere to get rid of this wood, don't we? Maybe I'll do what I did before and just blow it up. If we can, yeah. Trash a bunch of it. Why is it telling me we're missing a lot? I guess those roboports are functional, so it's actually trying to build the stuff around it. Okay. Once we built it in, I guess those warnings will go away. Once we have built it in. That's all good. Now some poles over the left-hand side. We do need to go back around all of the base again for the extra poles next to the roboports. But I'm in no rush to specifically go out and do that. We need to go back out and put the roboports in once we've made them, I guess. Or we just give them to the robots and they'll fill it in for us at some point. If we don't happen to walk through the old bits of the base. Which we probably will, actually, because a lot of them are empty. We can manufacture stuff in the empty spots. Anyhow. Let me also grab all the wood in the cart. These old bits and pieces I threw in earlier. Those odd bits and pieces can stay there. Just make a few little chests. We'll give it all that, give it that stone. That's fine. Switch the robots off so they don't repair the boxes. Run out of ammunition. I can't hear iron here. That's not what I was trying to do. Try again. There. That's all tidied up and gone. No. Because I picked up a damaged chest, sure. There we go. Robot's back on. That's all tidied up and done. We're not flooded under wood anymore. Let's put these odd things back in here. Might as well, actually. Don't need them poles. That can all go back in there. We need some more radar. We need to make some more radar. Grab those bits and do that, actually. Need some more iron. I don't know how many more I need. I can clock that, can't I? Around 7, really? It might not be counting the ones we don't have radar coverage over, I guess. Maybe it is just 7. There's only 1 per square, right? So, okay, maybe we're good. Put the rest of the stuff back in there. Actually, along with all of this can go in here. At the moment. That, good, okay. Be nice if I could organise that a bit neater. I can, can't I, if I just juggle it around and put a little effort in. That's fine. Good. That's a bit better organised in the trunk of the car. And then fill my inventory with the stuff we're actually going to use. Just go get a whole box full of rail again. It is what we need most of. 4,800 of that. Stations. Again. Well, I need the whole, yeah, a lot. That says 21, that's definitely not right. It's 4 per square across 8 squares and then 30 for a depot. Around that. So we need like 62 in total. There's only 50 in the box, so there's 60. There's 62. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong. Let's add a few more signals. Might as well. This type of signal. It's probably going to run out before the other things. Maybe. I don't know. They went a long way before. That doesn't really leave us enough space for poles. Let me put some of the rail in the car so that we can take more poles with us as well. And not forget we've got them in the car when we need more. We'll come back for the trains when the depot's ready. And for all the other bits and pieces there when the depot's ready for them to go into. Cool. Oh, carefully positioned my doors so that some air would flow, but the light wouldn't come shining into my face from this side when the sun got round, and the wind has blown the door wide open, and the sun is directly in my eyes on the right hand side. Oh well. Actually, I want to park up here, I think. And we'll run back down to where we were. Just do a few bits on that corner before we do. Yeah, I'm a bit bright now. Never mind. Ah, the stations. Yeah. Let's fill in the stations on our way down. Let's not upset the robots by running too far. Poor guys. That one's done. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. Rename them all at the end, I guess, get it all built in. Any way round is fine. The ones in left-hand side is done before, yeah, so that's how it was. We do the one on the right. And down the bottom, and then we're working on the next square down. It's not like it's terrible building them manually. I just, you know, we should work on other things while the robots do it. It's be my preference. We are already 2 squares down, you know. Only 6 more to do. 7. Missed anything as I've been walking around? Keep half an eye as we go. No, seems fine. Maybe do a bit more of the roundabout. Yeah. That's good. Big clump of trees in the way, okay. Luckily they're all marked. Robots will chop them up for us. Light is affecting me. I'm just gonna risk cooking myself by shutting that door. You get that thing where light in my eye makes me a bit sneezy sometimes, but makes the mixture a bit bad enough with the hay fever, so try to avoid that. Good. There's them trees dealt with. Signals to fill in, sure. It's them. Okay, so we're at the bottom where we have built before. Other than the power poles that need adding in. And the roboports, everything looks good. So yeah, power poles in the middle of the grid to do now. That's one column done. Not bad going. We'll get them done and have some time to play with oil. You here, yep, a few breeze. Good, that one looks sorted. Say other than the roboport stuff, but that can wait. Did I miss any? A bit on the corner there I should have done. We'll get that on the way back up. Fine. Good. Plenty of stuff left in there. Start the next one over. From down here, I think. That's why robots should do the building. They can draw in straight lines. I'm not so good at that. Or at keeping my colouring within the lines either. Never been good at that. Which trees are not marked up? Yeah, let's deal with these then while we're here. Looks good on that lot, sure. Do this lot up here as well. And should we do this square or head north? We should do this square. Well, you know, either way. But I'm going to do this square. Well, we do need to run a downgrader over everything here. Not sure it works in the stuff we're not seeing. Might wait until we get radar coverage over it all. But need to remember, I mean we will, when we're putting the depot in, well, I'll remember that we need to downgrade that to the belt we have available. It's not like we're far from having any of the other stuff. You know, we could have blue belt, be capable of making lubricants, mostly vanilla, with hours and hours into the game. It's just, I guess, the scale that we're working on that changes it, wanting to build the grid in first. It was suggested, I think, in the last stream, could have just pushed through and launched the rocket and done all the research and then started building the space, and that probably would have been a lot quicker. But I don't know, it's not the point. I want to see it kind of take shape from the bottom up. The slowest trains, then we upgrade them and make them faster and see how it goes. Part of the interest. We might not even be able to tell, we might just get through it all so quick it doesn't really matter. I don't think vanilla lends itself to this kind of base, these city grid kind of things. It's just not that complicated, so you don't really need it. At scale, I guess, you know, you want to build like a super mega sized factory, then it makes more sense. But even so. Can we done all those edges? Let's build the poles in the middle. Still requesting, right, that guy can still reach a bunch. Those messages are going to be flickering away down there for a while. Oh well. One last row in here. A few more poles. We'll move on to the next square. We'll do the eastern one, I think. Why not? Just check for any little pink dots that suggest I've missed something. Nope. Nothing that needs doing. Down to this end of the next square. Do I need to go back and get more rail? We'll need to go back to the car to get more rail at some point. Bear that in mind. So yeah, work from the bottom up would be best. If we finish the bottom ones, we'll be closer to the car when we run out. Not that it particularly matters, but you know. Still feeding coal for power. Quite regularly, considering how, what are we at, 10% of what we could be making? Not sure we can deliver coal fast enough to make that much. Which, you know, as I've said, we want to diversify our power generation as we progress. And still do like the fossil fuel power generation, but with rocket fuel or whatever else you can burn. It's a bit more efficient. Leave some coal going. Could find a way of controlling that, maybe. A big circuit network might be possible. I think you can have a localized... You can separate your power generation into a separate power grid, and the connection between them is controlled by a local accumulator that'll tell you if you need that power or not. If the accumulator runs too low, then the grid doesn't have enough, so you connect in another power source. It could be worth doing something like that so that our coal is the last to connect, and the more efficient methods connect first. Yeah, then the edges are going to be a bit... Because we're no longer building the overlap, it exists around the edge except for the ones we're doing now, which is a bit annoying that it's not consistent, but I'll live, and eventually we'll build onto the edges of them anyway and grow out beyond that point, and then it'll all be consistent again. Yeah, a bit concerned about not having those drives. Again, when we build out more, it won't matter so much. There won't be as much going on the edge of the base. It'll be happening in the middle. In general, the edges will be mostly about getting more resources connected, I suppose. Yeah, I actually want to remove this, but I will anyway because I did mark it. Get rid of that odd tree. Good. We're down to the bottom. Missed a bit of rail there. Or the robots have. It's probably that guy. There we go. Fixed him up. Yeah, seems fine. Just do these poles in the middle. There's another square done. Not bad going. We haven't been researching in a while. I keep seeing that. Is there anything... We are capable of researching some things. So I guess we could just do them so that they're done. I know there's like no need. And they could wait until we move the science into the base, but I kind of feel like we could just do them. The next tier of trains, we're not going to make them initially, but we can just research it. I mean, nuclear power is worth researching. Just to have it. Again, it could wait until we bring it into the base, but, you know, whatever. Just get it ready anyway. And rocket fuel as well. Could skip the fuel cubes and just start using rocket fuel immediately. Like instead. Sure. Multi-purpose fuel. Unlock the different level 2 modules. Logistics robots. Sure, do the railway. That unlocks a bunch of options that we can't do because we don't have purple or yellow yet. That's fine. Just might as well research all the things we're capable of doing because we've got the kits to do it. That starter base isn't doing much else. Why not? Well, yeah, it is moving, yeah. Is it? Yeah. Go for it. But I'm not going to put the purple and the yellow into the starter base. That will have to wait until we are up and running in the main base for it. Missed any? No, good. Last line across the top of here, and we'll move up. Just keep checking if I've missed anything, even in the old ones, and I might have missed when I looked. My eyes are full of pollen at the moment. Seems fine. Cool. Last couple of poles, and then we'll do the square above us. Start in this corner, then we'll head east. Just do this roundabout. No, messed that up somehow, haven't I? It's there, is that something missing, or have I built too much? I'll work it out. Let's redo it. There we go. Oh, that's fine. Head east. Oh, that guy's got himself stuck. Okay, well, come over and help him. I need to cut the tree down so we can build the one he's after. While we're here, we'll cut the rest of the trees down, why not? There we go. Now we'll start heading east. Radar beep has me thinking. Have we uncovered anything? Nope. Just more rocks. That patch of stone that we did see earlier. Fine. What we're building now isn't going to uncover anything because we've already driven out there and seen it. I mean, there's stuff worth getting over here, but not anything we weren't already aware of. Get all that built in on the half roundabout. Cool. Head northbound. Those trees haven't been marked either. Clear them out now. Good, dead one there. Pick him up. A few over there too. We can do that when we get closer. Then a little bit of it, and then we'll head westbound. Cool. We're doing for round. We're good. We'll do this square at least, maybe the next one, or half of it at least. We just got to get to the car and we'll be able to finish off, hopefully, with what we've got. Seems fine, as long as I did bring enough stations. Bit more of that roundabout. Short and head south. A bit more of the next one over as well. Over there. We did at the bottom. No, we didn't. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. We're building a little bit into the depot each time. Fine. Get that rogue tree up as well. There's everything around there. There's no radar, right? Because the radar lives on the top left. So now that we're not building the overlap, we're not building the next radar over. That's not great. Do I want to change it? I mean, when we're building heading westbound, it won't make a difference, but now it means I don't actually have radar coverage of the whole thing. There's a part of the rail on the edge that the radar doesn't reach, which I don't like. So we're going to have to add extra radar in. I mean, it's in the middle of the base, it's just so redundant. We don't need the radars at all. They're not even uncovering anything. It's just a bit annoying. We don't need that many radars, I mean. We do need some for vision. When we had the overlap, we got the coverage. I guess I'm just going to leave it because it's too much hassle to go putting a bunch more around the place. Or, you know, changing the blueprint again just for the sake of a radar. Once we build the next one over, we still have the problem. Now that is an issue. We don't have radar coverage over our whole base. I really don't like that, actually. We do need to do something about it. Okay. Back into the lab. Firstly, our blueprint had a rogue bit of... Yeah, get rid of that. However we got there. And then radar. We could just move them. They'll get in the way of the station there. Unless we go... like there. For example, that's out of the way. The stations where we have signals around the pole, they're close to the pole. We don't use that much space for them. We can do more. I mean, that might solve my issue. Because it moves the coverage to the right, more central within the grid. We then just have the problem in the south. If that radar was... radar. There. Does cover the... Can't tell in this map mode, okay. It is covering it, it looks like, but only just. Like you can see the rail. Just because of how it aligns within the chunk. Interesting. Might be nice just to put it in the middle of the square, but that might get in the way of some things. We can do it. One in the north, one in the south, but that means they're just going to be like next to each other here. Redundancy I don't like. And doesn't square things up really. If there's more than one per square, it doesn't square the whole radar grid up very well. Unless they are vertically aligned. Maybe. So be one... Well, it can't go there, so okay. Could go for... in the spot in the corner where it gets overlapped regardless. That's an interesting thought. We can't get the power poles over there easily. Oh, this is annoying. I can do that. And then the radar could go there. Checking the minimap for the coverage. Well, no, we know if it's there, it's the same coverage. It won't cover the right hand edge, but the one that we put there would, but we won't have the power. So that's there, that's central. It's a 3x3, so it can't be perfectly central, but we want it there. So up one, and yeah, there. So we can add the power coming in from every corner. But none of them actually reach that. Interesting. We need to join them all together, which we can't really do. Not while having it central. Okay. The power pole isn't really central either. Interesting and annoying. Can add extras, just a whole bunch of them, which will make a jumble and a mess. We can tidy those wires up, but still, it's a bit too many poles. Annoyed. We had only one. I kind of want it there. It doesn't join the pole in the bottom right. There is no central to that, and we can't move that. It won't connect over the wire, over the rail. Come in from a different angle, but still, you know, we could go up there. One there and one there. Hasn't wired it automatically, so that's not best. Put it there. Okay, fine, but then the radar's not really central at all. But sure, okay, let's say we do that. That radar covers the same as it was before. The difference is when we build out this edge, radar won't be included in the blueprint because it's coming down that line. No, doesn't work. Put it left. Needs to overlap all those angles coming in. So it has to be either there, or like there or there. So there's maybe best for it. That power pole covers it, but doesn't connect to the bottom right, which it needs to, because when we build in heading whatever direction is northwest bound, then it won't get connected or whatever. Something isn't right. Arbitrary extra pole like that, just for the fun of it. Different kind of power pole, which I, prefer to avoid. You could bring a large from there to there, there to there, so on. Yeah, and that doesn't default to the prettiest alignment. And I don't want to make that many big power poles just to get that radar connected. It's not right. Them in the corners. Can't put that there. So you did go there and there then. Doesn't really change anything, does it? It's because the radar's a 3x3 and rail is 2x2. It's not really lining up any which way that I like. That has to be like that. And then we're just going to need extra poles, I guess. Because they don't join both. So yeah, it won't work however you do it. Extra poles would be like that. Which is big time overkill, but it makes it happen. And then did have wire. We hope when it builds out that it does it neatly, but probably won't. Don't want to manually do this every time. There is a mod that'll tidy these up automatically. Could add that. That's how we want it to look. Probably won't most of the time. But we can do that. I mean, it is a lot of extra holes that might be redundant. Then That's the amount that gets copied, so the radar is picked up and does get powered on that edge. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. So everything else lines up okay. Put these in. Just remember to remove the old radars. It's all the central ones. Just move them before I forget. It's gone. That one. That one. That one wasn't built in on this design, sure. That one. Then we'll remove that. Yeah, there and there. Okay. Then I need the partial bits. That's the left-hand edge. Sure. Can we just rotate? Should work, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is symmetrical by design. No, I can't. The radar's sat in the wrong spot. Okay. Need to move them. Redo where that radar is set. The ones on the right are okay. At the bottom it needs to sit. There. Yep. And then there. Good. At the top. Bottom right of the gap. So yeah, there and there. And there. To the right side touches that pole in the bottom right. Yeah, that's it. Cool. So is that right? No, that's wrong. Should be there. Show you how that happened. That one's right. Okay. I must have rotated that other one somehow to get it in there. So the bottom right of everything needs that much. That goes there, sure. It works. The bottom left needs that much. That's missing its radar. Line with there. And there. Touching that pole, yeah. Touching that pole, that makes it simpler. This one in the top left needs that much. That one there. Top right. That? No. Yes. That much. Yeah, okay, radar. Looks good around the outside, and then I've done the middle ones. They're good. So that should be all of them. Yep. And that should give us better radar coverage more consistently. So I want to update our blueprint. Tiny train grid square, no. Tiny train 3x3, that one. So new contents. That. Is there anything else we changed? I don't think there was. I removed that odd bit of rail that don't know how we got there. They're all in, that's fine. Okay, so this is Tiny Train 3x3 and it is 128 by 128. What was the offset? Like 60, I think. 60 exactly. Let's try that. Save that. Export, copy. Back to the real world. Let's import. Okay. Where's so the book? The offset was 60. Yeah, 160. Delete this one. Put the new one in the book. Fine. We then need to fix. Maybe we should finish building what we're building, then we'll go around and fix all the radar locations everywhere. I can Mark them for deletion, I guess. Prone to miss some. Yeah, very prone. I think we should just travel around, which will be slower, but more likely to get it right then. We need to travel around and build the new radars anyway. I want them operational, so we will just remember we need to redo the radars here in the real world. Which means our older blueprints are now quite out of date. But if we need to use them, then we can work around that or whatever. We're likely to need to like redesign or create additional blueprints or something like that in the future again anyway, for whatever reason that comes up. So that, you know, that's fine. Now, which way are we going to go? Let's head northbound first. Actually, let's deal with these little trees that have escaped destruction. In which case, might as well head westbound, because that's the way I'm walking now. That is, you know, research is just happening, yeah, because stuff, why not? Sure. A bunch of trees here thought they were safe. Built properly so far. Down the end here, yeah. Missing a signal there. This one is probably easiest if I just mark the whole lot and then redo the poles. There we go. Missed a couple. There we go. That's better. Let the robots do the chopping. A bunch more wood we'll need to dispose of. I think I will off stream at some point, if I remember. I might make a note of that. 1 second. Let's get our robots building. Off stream at some point I'll look up the console command to remove stuff from the world and remove all the trees and rocks from an even wider field. Just wipe them off, because then we're not gaining anything by standing around waiting for trees to get chopped down. And we don't need the wood, so I think I would rather just get rid of them. Move trees and rocks. And my handwriting is bad. But I'll remember what that means when I see those squiggles on that bit of paper. Hopefully. Yeah, it's not really adding anything to the experience. Or, you know, to what I want to do with this run or anything like that. And we did work out, because I am using the medium power poles, we don't actually need the wood at all. So having the greenhouse mod was irrelevant as well. I mean, I do generally use the little small wooden pole a lot and for a long time, so it wasn't crazy to think I'd need a lot of wood. About to run out of rail, okay. Okay, cool. There's enough in the car, I think, to finish the job, so just need to run over and get it. Marked a little bit to the west. Let's let the robots come back. Actually, let's turn them off, so they stop trying to do new stuff. Then we'll go get the rail, then let them carry on without making a mess in between. Hopefully. Move the car a little bit, just because we have built this edge already. That rail. Move over here, that's fine. Oh, over there, wherever it ends up stopping. There we go. That tree hopefully stopped it before we cut it down. Building. It's only 2 and a bit squares left to do, I guess, so that rail lasted a while. I have marked some trees over here, it looks like. No. Can't cancel it without vision, never mind. I mean, we'll want them cutting down eventually, it's just a big red mark on the map we don't need on the map. Oh, there we go, we've got vision now here. There we go. No? Yep. That's fine, it's better to, yeah, not leave red marks everywhere if I'm not actually going to chop them down anytime soon. But it's fine, either way, you know, it's all good now. Build out a bit more here. Seems all good as we go. Just finish that crisscross off, and don't see any pink dots other than the ones that I would expect to be. Let's do the poles in the middle of the square. Guess I kind of do want to stamp the new blueprint down. Oh. The alignment's different? Oh, because the... okay. The radar sticks out to the top, so the alignment is different now. We do need some vertical. It sticks out by 1, so that should just be -1, I hope. Or would it be 1? I think it'd be 1. And 60, it now sticks out by 1 on that side, so that should be... It's either 61 or 59. Let's try 61. Wait, what? Oh, if the grid size is even, the grid position has to be even. That could be an issue. Interesting. So what, do we do 62 and 2? That's not going to align then. Yes, it is. Okay. For whatever reason, that's fine. Just need to remove the old radars, which aren't actually in the way of this design. So I can stamp it in regardless and just take the old radars out. Should work. Don't know why it gave all the train stations exactly the same name. Oh, it didn't. It just gave a lot of them the same name. Oh, I see. Within the square, each one that's in the same position got the same name. Interesting. So when I stamp that in, it's going to mess up the names of everything. But it's still the best way of getting that radar fixed, I think. Really don't want to do it though. Rename every single station. No, I don't. The ones here were fine because they hadn't been named yet anyway. I guess we're going to find a different way of updating the radars in the rest of the grid that we already did. Somehow. Time is it 7? That's weird. All those neighbours making noise outside earlier have disappeared. Would have thought the temperature would be nicer now. Or maybe it's just gotten really cold outside. The sun is still out, right? Don't know. I've shut myself in this room too much. Yeah, it's still sunny as hell. Don't know, maybe they all got sunburnt, been out in the day too long. Hiding inside now. Well, that's still way too bright on the side of my face, isn't it? I mean, it's fine, it's not in my eyes anymore, so I don't mind. Just the camera looks a bit off. You guys can deal with me looking a bit shiny for a bit. I will enjoy a tiny bit of the sunlight now that it's not directly in my eyes. I think I'm going to just keep building the squares and we'll deal with the radar after. Obviously, we're stood next to this one, so we can do this one, but like the one in the top right here, we'll just deal with that after. Go across the top first. We're going to run out of stuff? I think we're good. I think we're good. Go across the top and then work our way down towards the depot. Somewhat concerned. We've slowed down on the building front. And having to redo the radar is going to leave me with no time to play with the oil today. Should be annoying, but you know, it's fine. We'll play with it next time. Hang on the grid, but this isn't actually connected up. Get some more poles in before I can see what's going on. It should be the same, just radar drawing power, I guess. Just why a little bit of coal is needed every now and then to keep it going. There we are. Power draw has gone up. It was at 25, it's now 33. Drills are mining, presumably the coal that fuels it. Oh, and we're connected. The starter base is coincidentally connected to the new base now. So the fact that I let it do some random research just for the sake of it, that will be drawing power. It's being fueled from within the grid, the train grid. Fine, you know, not a problem. Keeps some of our trains zipping around a little bit, which is nice for them. Of awkward trees there, get rid of them. Look at the cross over there. Did I miss any? I missed a signal in the top right. I'll need to go back and get that filled in. But we'll carry on around and then get it when we end up back in that corner. Sure, I'll remember. While we're here, do this radar. So we don't want that one. Want this one. Good. Missing pole there. I mean, the robots could sort it out if we get it marked up right. We'll see. We'll find a quick way of getting them with the blueprints. I mean, in the bit that we need to sort the radars out in, the older part of this base, they have the overlapping edges, so we can copy and paste more into that without making a mess. Should make it a bit easier. Getting complaints from the robo network. I guess they might complain about the lack of roboports for a long time. Sure. Oh well. We'll live. If we've got vision, let's downgrade the belts within this plant. There we go. They're all down to the yellow ones that we actually have available. Again, while we're here, take that radar and move it. Work our way up this edge. Not forgetting that missing signal at the top. Is there. Good. Whole bunch of trees to chop out of the middle here. Could start naming now we've built this much, couldn't I? Assuming that we're not going to have to go around and redo any of this. Let's be optimistic. So this is MP50. MP50 west, east and north. Making this MP51. West. East. Doesn't matter how many times we do this, I'm not going to remember. It's not going to just click. There's a bit of missing radar coverage there. I guess that's because we haven't built those in. Oh, because I've marked those radar for destruction. They stop functioning immediately just because they're marked. Fine. MP52. North and east. Help me position so the robots can do a few more tree choppings. Then we've got MQ starting at 50. Good. They're not built in yet. That is MQ52. More and more concerned we're not going to need the double letters. That, you know, M. Single letter at the start would have been enough. Which would have been a bit simpler. But, you know, whatever. It's arbitrary. It's just a naming thing. The names don't even really matter. Could call them whatever. A few trees here, not marked. Interesting. One's just above were. Must have been hiding. There we go. All there. Got all that. Yep. Yep. Good. That one there. Don't see any more. Oh, there we go. One naughty tree there. I think that's all good. If I mouse over it all, it's still telling me there's a tree here. Okay. Can we find the one tree among the power poles? Yeah, it's right there. Completely at random. It's hiding very well. There we go. And that's all them random researchers done. Cool. Neither here nor there. Good. Is that square done? Looks done. Can't see any missing things. Start the depot. Which we need some stuff out of the car to do. Let's grab that actually. Inserters, steel chest, belt, underground splitter. Oops. Just let these robots come back. Steel chest, belt, underground splitter, inserter, constant combinator. Should be it. The wiring should sort itself out, but I'll bring it just in case. And dump the wood in there for the time being. Now let's try and tackle the depot. Dense here, so if I just stand in the middle, I'll get while they're building, I can rename some more. So this is MR50 south west north. Cool. That's MR51. North, good. Bit, I don't know. I would like to have this extra overlapping section around the outside for the routes that it offers the trains to drive around. It's not needed, I don't think. Not sure it's even going to make any difference. I don't know, I kind of would like it. We'll see. You know, we'll live without it for now. We'll see how it goes. It's no big deal. They can build some more while I do MR52. Yep, I've mistyped that one as well earlier. MQ52. Seems fine, so the depot itself is going to need naming when that's built. All the others are done. So I mean that one is MQ51 North. And then this one is MQ51 North Depot. Copy paste that along here. When the robots build the stations in. If they build them in, if I have enough, I do. Okay, just gotta be patient with them. Lights should be blue, right? Maybe they're just not, something's not connected right. Oh no, they're blue when there's a train sat in them. They're green for now, that's right. We deal with these trees. Waiting for the robots to build what I'm after. Oh, I need the wooden chests as well. They're in the car too. Why don't I make some more with the wood I've just chopped up? Right, yeah, MQ. So they are all called MQ51 North Depot, and that's MQ51 North. Perfect. Let's keep building. That's a little odd. I guess that's how it's always been. No, something's wrong here. Should have power poles there. Did I miss that on... Did I miss that on the blueprint? Yes. They should be there. These power poles already exist to power the station from that direction. Could move them back one to be consistent. And then, yeah, leave that there, so remove those ones. And then they come down there to join that. Kind of prefer that to be consistent with those poles. And these ones, yeah, okay. Same in the south then. Just up to that point and then they connect in. Not terribly important, but I do prefer it, so we'll go with that. And then here, that should be there. Okay. So that, new content, grab them. That should actually be 62 and 2. Save. Export, copy. Import. Delete the old one from here. Put the new one in there. I don't want to stamp that on because it'll rename all those stations I just did. So we're going to manually change these. It's just a case of moving that back till that point. Building them in that side and then doing the same in the south. That's fine. We'll do that. Save from having to rename it again. And confuse myself with the names again. The trees in the way in the middle here. It is an issue that the radar doesn't reach far enough over for the next depot, so that's the really messy bit where digging the trees out is a pain. It's all the more reason to just wipe them off the map before they annoy me too much. Cancel them. I'm going to go there instead. Cool. I missed anything on the way down this side? Most of it was already done when we were next door. I've missed a signal on the corner. Just do that. There we go. Now there's a signal over that side as well. Interesting. And a random tree. Sure. We need to go back over the middle anyway for the wooden chest. But that's fine. Let's do the whole outside again. That's all good. Yeah, seems it. Not sure if that is better or neater in any way. Could add some extra poles into it. Not that we really need to. Nah. Don't know actually. Not that much to be like that to be the same as opposite. Definitely, we could just move that forward. No, not so much. Or have that go all the way. Doesn't matter. The blueprint is this, so we'll just leave it like this, and neither of them faze me that much. Like, you know, not super duper happy with the roboports and everything like that. The stuff we've redesigned today, but I think it's the best we can get, so, you know, eventually I'll get over that and we'll just move forward with getting stuff done. While we're here, let me fix that radar. Oh. Good along the bottom then. No, I've missed something there. The constant combinator. I've run out. I guess, yeah, one goes on every depot station. I have run out. We'll need to go get more of them. Unless I've got some green chips in the car to make more with. Yeah, you just need some cable and green chips. Maybe we have the stuff to do that in the car. I don't know how many we're short. Could be quite a number, so I think we probably need to go back and grab a stack. Which, we could do now. No, let's finish building what we're building. What we can build, and then we'll get it. Just in case there's something else to pick up from the base. There was a pole missing there. That's done now. Head into the middle of the depot, get that done. We are complaining about shortages within reach of the robo network. Power poles and radars, from how I've changed that, yeah, that makes some sense. Just building it up here first. Just all in. Hard to tell actually with those names covering everything. I can see some pink back here somewhere. Oh, that's constant combinators, right. Fine, I think everything else is good. Let me chop these trees out. Preferably without digging the rail up, but whatever. Looks good in the north, no more trees. No, looks fine. Might mark that. No. Don't want to redo the rail or the signals or anything. I'll chop, robots build. Or robots just hang around waiting to recharge, I guess, at the moment. That bit's all good. There's some more at the front though. Just going to finish off this rails along the back first. That's all good, that's all good. These inlets, oh, too far. There we go. Come that one round. What's one, another recharge? Sure. Let me pop here, they can do some more building down this end. Oh, we could rename as well. Do that in a second. Get these trees first. Looks like all of them. So we'll see in a second if anything stands out after they've built everything. This one down here, MQ51 South. This depot, MQ51 South Depot. Copy paste that name on these guys. When they get built. There we go. One more there and there. Can just do another tree check like that. See if any wood is in that big list. Nope. Good. Trees are all gone. Most of that's built in. Looks like it's just going to be the constant combinators we need. Just enough rail on hand to finish. Not bad going. Missing bits here and there. Just check for pink dots again. Again, can't see behind the names really. Seems fine. Just okay. Constant combinators to finish off. Everything else looks good. Oh, and trains. Actually, we could bring the trains down. Put them into place. Why not? Let's head up to the car. There's something else. Oh, there's the radars. We'll do that after. Let's finish this first of all. And each radar's just being moved, so we don't need to make any more or anything. That's fine. We'll go get a stack of constant combinators. It'd be nice if we could put some stuff back, but we might just have to destroy it because, you know, got nowhere to put it. And we'll just remake more. That's not really an issue. We're not short of resources at all. We won't be short. On the planet. Getting them where we want them is a different matter. Mark up there. For now, we can just throw them in here, and we will use them. Constant combinators part of the train station production, so yeah, they're over there. Grab a stack of them, that'll do that. And then trains. Might need to clear some space in inventory for them. How many is it? 28 in a station? Let me just throw most of them and them. Sure, that's some space. 28 trains in a station, so we need 28 locomotives. And then, what is it? It's 16 cargo wagons and 12 fluid wagons. Hey Nick Blue, nice to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend, man. My ratios are whack. My ratios are spot on. They're close to spot on. They're close enough to spot on. There's some rounding up involved, but they're good. We're just, aiming to make 100 per minute of something we only needed like 2 of. But whatever. I like overbuilding, it's fun. Let's get these missing combinators in. Seems good at the top, I'll do the ones at the bottom. And while we're here, locomotives. Ones on this end can be fluid, but we might need, if this is the one handling some of the oil based stuff, we might need more fluid ones here. We'll see how it goes. I need to rebalance it or whatever. They all want to be told to come to MQ51 South Depot, that one, and be automatic. Yeah, let's do the pasting first, that's quickest. Then they can turn on. Again, shouldn't really stand directly in front of a train when you tell it it's allowed to move. While we're here, this is a requester. From what I remember, we did this at 2000 with a request for 2000 coal for the time being, so go for it. Although that hasn't sent anyone to do anything yet, interestingly. We might try and send one of these trains who don't have any fuel to travel with, so that could be an issue. Train stop from M50 East to M50 East to MQ51 South, so that's good. Someone from over here is going to take some coal to over here and get those trains actually operational. Good. Might just switch this one on as well before putting the trains in so it doesn't try and send a dry train to go get stuff. Just in case. Request at 2000 to have 2000 coal. Yep, good. Start building these guys. Yep, someone from MM50 North is going to get that coal for us. These guys live in MQ51 North Depot. Paste that into all of them. Start switching them on. They can sit here and do nothing, just like their friends in the other depots are doing. Good. And there's the guy delivering them in. They do look funny with just one wagon. I do like it. Perfect. Depot online. All good. So now I want to go around fixing all the radars and not leave that half done. So we head to the northeast. We'll work across and then down and back across and so on. It'll take a lot of running because I could take a train or a car. I mean, train would be safest. Maybe I should do that. Let's. I mean, the other trains aren't running much, so we're not really going to get in the way of anything. We'll go get a locomotive and something to fuel it. Which at the moment, I think coal is our only real option. Without trying to make something else. There. I can scoop this up. We want 3 stacks to fill the train. There we go. Put that little extra in the car, I guess. It could do with a little. This mouse wheel is just getting worse every day with these randomly in and outs. There we go. It's stable, finally. Okay, put that radar in. Give me a locomotive facing the correct direction. Put it with fuel. And we'll move along the outside. That's not the outside. Slowly we'll go then. Okay, so here, take that radar, put it there. Guess what I want really is to blueprint this. That's somewhere temporarily that's easy to access. And each time we get to a spot I can just put that in the middle. I guess. Can't really tell when we're in the network what I can reach and not, but evidently I can't reach it all, sure. Maybe I need to just go around in a circle. That one done. Seems like it. Pull off there. There's a few. Might as well do those poles while we're here. Why not? Ah. Just sail straight past the radar we need to fix. Quite reach it, yeah. My personal roboport doesn't quite reach far enough to do this easy. Yeah, I need to kind of park in the middle. Interesting. I don't know. Or just drive in circles until it's done. No. If I put the inputs at the correct time, we'll drive in circles. Otherwise, we'll get stuck. There you go, little robots. Come on in. Might be better to do it myself, actually. That's not a crazy idea. Not there. Park on that side. And they've built that side, park on this side. Kind of. I mean, as long as it's powered up, I could leave the future robotics network to put all of the poles in all the right places. I guess. But, you know, whatever. Rather get it done right. Good. Park up there, do the rest, let the robots come home. Then we want to head south. That way. And go right. Build those poles in. No. Park. There. Deconstruct that one. Build the one in the middle. In round to the top. Fill in the missing poles. And then head eastbound down here. I missed some poles back there, no big deal. I think, yeah, we'll just leave them for the future network to deal with. If I don't accidentally get them done, that's fine as well. That there, delete that one. If I run out of poles, didn't think ahead of that. Okay. Come home, Mr. Robot. We're going to drive north. Not that way. Oh boy. I don't think I'll get a job as a train driver, mate. Many wrong turns. And that's a dead end. Right, this is one of those situations where we don't have the outside, so... yeah. We have to go down one. Then go over. To get where we're going. Not the end of the world. Hang. Take the train with us. Up we go. I didn't just put some... I did put a ton of poles in there. That'll be where they ended up. That might be enough to get the job done. Don't know where to put the car anymore, really. I might put it over here where the more complete bit is. If we even need it. We only really need it to head back to the starting base and back here after. Face the right way. Put the fuel back in. We might need more than that. And immediately go the wrong way. Perfect. Round there. Not far over we got. It's definitely not the button I was pressing. I said left. Now right. Yeah. Stay left. Go round. In here. I'm on the wrong track, aren't I? Am I? Oh boy, I don't know. Drive on the left, so yeah, I should be there. That's the direction we go. Not sure how I managed that, but there we go. The radar there is good, but the poles are missing. Okay, that's the one we need to do, back one. Round you go. Building all the poles. Let the robots come back in and head eastbound. Another robot just left, didn't it? Let's wait for him to fly back to us. And head eastbound. I mean, it's getting more of the poles built, but it's, you know, not doing what I'm asking it to, which is a bit frustrating. Oh well. We'll get there. We'll get all these radars fixed up today. This one is not wired right. Alright. We do kind of need to stamp the new blueprint down for the wiring. Or I need to sort it out myself. Can I just copy like that much? Put it at the top of all the depots. No, because apparently I didn't grab the power poles. Thought I did, but never mind. Can I grab that much and put it at the top of every depot? Kind of. Then just want to mark for removal. That much. No. And that one. Sure, bit fiddly. But I should do that. Get that right now. Because I even got it wrong there and forgot to do it. Let's grab that much. It's hardly worth copy pasting actually, it's probably easier to just do it with ghosts. And that one stays. Is that right? Or consistent in any way? Yeah. You have that little triangle and then it pokes out. Yeah, it's just that extra one's confusing me. Okay. Let's do the depot down here. Because say probably easier to just do this. Or equally as easy. That one stays? Yeah. Cool. There, there and there. And then down the bottom. This one. There and there, and that connects, and then this side, those three, and the last depot is just to the right of us. There, there and there, all the way over here. Remove them. Good, and then the top end of this one should be the last bit we need to fix. Or, you know, put the blueprints in to be fixed later by robots or whatever. Remove all of them, should be good. And the one above is where we started. Yeah, good. Okay, there's that dealt with. We're heading east to do the next radar. Gone a bit too far. I'm going to work my way around slowly, let the robots go out, and then we just need to stop to let them come back in, I guess. Sure, and then we head eastbound. This one's already done. Let's check them all. This one's already done. That is not the direction I said, okay. And we can't turn around that. Back round we go. Heading eastbound, there we go. The one on this edge, not done, okay. Although, yeah, we can't head south on the eastern edge, that's interesting. Like, at all, sure. Very interesting, and annoying. Probably should have started in the south then, or something, I don't know. Just wiggle our way around here in a funny way. Head south one. That's not south. Why we're going to end up needing extra fuel is keep going the wrong way. That's still not south. That's better. Then head east. Let's do this one. And then head in reverse. So lucky there's not a bunch of trains flying around. We might cause problems. That's not been powered either. I didn't think of that. That's missing from the blueprint. Okay, it's good to find these things out, get them fixed. Need the poles down the north-south edge of... Or this is, I guess, the east-west edge. That is reaching, right? Yeah, to power it, yeah. That's all good. Okay, next depot over in this world. I'll just grab them 4, and then that'll reach 3 and 4 corners. One below us. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, and then one to the east. 2. Never get things right first time, do I? There we go. Got that. Open up this tiny trains 3x3. Delete it. Head back to the lab. Put them in here. One, 2. That's the third. And this is the last corner. Okay, there's that issue fixed. Hopefully that's the last one, but who knows. Get to that blueprint. Select new contents. Do the whole thing again. And save. And export. Put it into here. And put that back in the book, and we're good to use it again in the future. Hopefully. But, you know, good. We noticed the problem. Fixed it. On we move. Let that robot come back in. This one done. Oh, I just kind of missed a pole in this bottom corner. There we go. Let that guy come home. And now we head westbound. Did I remove the old radar there? No. Okay, back we go. Remove the old radar there. Can't reach it from that angle. I think this would be easier if I'd just done it on foot. I mean, we're moving a lot quicker, really, but it doesn't feel like it because I'm getting frustrated with the train. The locomotive. Okay, this one is done. That one's good. This one is not. So remove the old one. Put the new one in. All the poles done. Let the robots come back in. And on we go. Move that. There was a train in motion there, so I guess I should be a bit more careful now. I mean, they can work around me, but if I happen to drive into the wrong spot a bit too fast and they can't brake fast enough, then we could have an issue. Last pole, robot back in, on we go. Move the old one. Go the wrong direction. Build the new one. I left the robot behind, okay. He'll catch up. They might be just flying out to try and do poles as I pass them, even if I'm going fast. They'll catch up eventually. If I do leave them behind. All them done? Yeah. On to the next. Remove that. Put the new one in. Seems good. Okay, robots in. South we go. Keep going south. Move that one. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Halfway through, roughly. Oh well, we'll keep going. Some of them, no, they're flying off to do stuff. Let's be patient with our little robot friends. Cool. Definitely holding right. Maybe I just pressed it a bit too late for the junction. Maybe. Probably. I'm not used to driving the train around. Wouldn't normally do it. I just don't want to crash the car into everything. A Spidertron would be good, actually. We haven't unlocked it, have we? No. Didn't think we had. It's a military thing, I think, so we'd need a black science packs, which we haven't done at all. Oh, leaving a robot behind. Here we go. Going slightly too fast for those robots. Gonna get annoyed and sleepy, aren't they? We good? Okay. Heading east. One's half planned out. Oh sure, we're at the bottom of the 3x3 now. That makes sense. Dig that one up. I think we're good. Get that last guy in. Okay, heading east. More east than that. There we go. Worth kind of planning it in before I drive over them. I could place all the blueprints out and then just to drive around. I don't think it matters either way. Same deal really. Might be good though. Don't know, let me just do it. Drop them into every one. There's quite a few more to do. Okay. We're close. It's fine. I might... yeah, I don't know. Could just do the outside ones. And the inside ones can sort themselves out in the future. Just want to count... mark for deconstruction the old ones. Might do that. The outside ones are the only ones that are revealing new stuff to us. Although I do want vision over the whole base, I guess, which might mean needing some of these inside ones. Or many of these, maybe. We can keep going, it's fine. Why are they not going red when I mark them? Oh, because they've not got radar coverage anymore. Sure. There we go. I guess, yeah, getting all of the poles doesn't matter. We just want to deconstruct the old ones and power the new one. That's all we need to do. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting all the poles. We'll just come in and park up and get each bit done. And we can drive south on the edge now. Might actually be quicker to do it by hand rather than by robot if I just want to power them up. Might be quicker to do it on foot instead of by train as well, but you know, details. It's fine, we can do whatever the robots reach, but I'm not going to specifically go round and round in circles to do more, is the main deal. We can fill those unnecessary poles in for the sake of consistency in the future by robot across the mass grid. Should have stayed still. There we go, they're back in. Over we go. Let the robots do their thing. And on we go. Again, yeah, I think I am just pressing the direction a bit too late. It's like a mini game that I'm no good at. Pressing the right direction key at the right time. This is doing fine, though. Just parking on the south edge and that's it, yeah. That's all good with me. If I pressed the right button, that was my fault for sure that time. We good. Next one. Yeah, we'll park up there. Let the robots come back, then we're heading southbound. There we go. I guess this time I want to park in the top. That won't reach that though, will it? I bet. Okay, so I have to drive around these differently. Fine. Might reach if I parked on that section. Interesting. I'll try it on the next one. If I, you know. There. No, it doesn't reach far enough south. Even from here, just doesn't reach. Okay. So we do have to come down here. Down here to get rid of the old one. And then go all the way around. Sure. Fine. Go all the way around. Park in the usual spot. Wait for our robot friends to come home. And then go all the way around again. That's fine. I think medium power poles might be the first thing we get manufactured in the new base to be available to the grid of robot builders. Although we'll need to make more construction robots, I guess, as well. But I think that's the first thing, though. They're quite complex to make. And make some more of them in the old base. Or I don't know, it might be easier in the new base, actually, because they need a bit of lubricant, which we don't even have in the old base, so... yeah, I don't know. We'll get there eventually. Just have this annoying warning message for a while. We'll live. Okay, this time if I park up here, then we can head south and onto the last row. Heading westbound, not that way. Cool. One last row and then we'll wrap things up, I think. Shame not to have got any oil done today, but like I said, we'll just do it next time. And then we can do more of it next time. Maybe get lubricant made as well, get that available, and sulfur, plastic. All things are possible. Trying to think what else. Rocket fuel, maybe? We unlocked it today, right? I thought we did, yeah. There we go. Just need solid fuel plus light oil, and solid fuel can be made from light oil, so it's light oil plus light oil. We could do that. Speed our trains up a bit. Can you use it in a boiler to make electricity? Maybe? Don't know. I assume you can. Maybe we'll make a whole bunch of rocket fuel next time. Guess that's actually possibly one way we can balance the consumption of the different outputs of the oil, is by having the ability to turn them all into solid fuel, but somehow controlling which one it uses each time. Complicated. I'm thinking of some kind of like using all the adjacent squares and some kind of connected circuit or logistics or something that will let us do all that properly, balance that somehow. I've pulled into the wrong spot there. You know, really don't want the system locking up because we're not consuming enough heavy oil when we could be turning it into rocket fuel, which we are actively using, or something, because we're trying to turn light oil in, which we don't have available. That is, I'm just going to go back to my car. Please, Mr. Train. I'd like to head back up to the north point, because we're going to need stuff from the old base to do the oil next time. Okay. Go right, then left. Right, then left. Sure. Right, and then, yeah. No. Just a little bit further. Right, then left. There we go. And fine, that's close enough. I won't leave you there though, we will carry that around instead, I guess, or put it in the car. But now I might as well pull that out and we'll sort through that when we're getting prepared for the next thing that we do, which will be working on oil. We'll definitely do that next time, but that is all the time we have today. So let me drop a save. I like the regular save, and then I like stream 7 end save, so we can keep that safe just for the sake of cataloguing, and we'll wrap things up. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. Not the most thrilling of Factorio days. I was hoping to build some stuff and process some stuff, but we ended up just working on, you know, updating the blueprints, improving, thinking a bit about, you know, how we build out to scale and different options we might have there. That's all very interesting, actually, very nice to have gone through that a bit today. All good time. But yeah, very much appreciate everyone who is watching, who's catching this on YouTube. I know many of you are following along with the series there, but especially the guys here catching live, lurking away, chatting away. Appreciate that very much.